There's something attacking that. Let's go back through there. I'm getting there. Not sure what you see there. Just running that crank. I threw it out there and I felt him. Oh, 2 pounds. Felt him just tap, tap, tapping every time I casted it through there. I almost felt like I was running it through sticks, but I was not. That's pretty good. It's 5 or 6 fish already. Only lost the one. He almost took me under the boat. He was mad. But I kind of try to parallel this boat, but I do still cast kind of perpendicular a lot. It really depends. I've fished it enough where I try not to run into all the stumps that get me stuck. And sometimes if you parallel them, you just bounce off of them. But if I'm running a little bit more perpendicular, I get hung up in them bad boys, which you saw earlier when I was coming through. But there's a lot of trees off this bank, like a ton. And sometimes you'll see these stump tops, and those things reach out for another 4 to 6 feet. And for Joe Pool, it reads, I mean, everything you ever hear. If it's sunny, you want to throw a crankbait. I was throwing a spinnerbait a little bit earlier just because I wanted to. But you'll see, if you come out here on an overcast day, you run this bank, you are going to want to throw a spinnerbait. If you come out here and it's sunny, like it is right now, bluebird skies, there's maybe a few airplane fart streaks, but the sky is extremely clear. You're going to want to throw a crankbait along this one. And then obviously Joe Pool is either one of the clearer lakes or it's just as muddy as the rest of the Texas lakes. Right now it's pretty stained, so throwing a black chartreuse. Normally I've got one that almost looks like a shad and a bluegill. See, caught one of those stumps. And that's normally what I come through here with when the water's a little bit clearer. It's kind of white, but it's got the bluegill look to it too, so you don't have to worry too much about shad spawn, bluegill spawn. It's kind of a one paint color fits all. But in this water, you definitely want to throw something with a little bit more darkness to it. Maybe, I mean, you could throw lighter and, oh damn, went from one stump to the next. And I thought for sure that was a fish. I set the hook on that bad boy. Pull on me. Pull on it. little beach. All right. Let's get out of that. Yeah, there's another one. Jumping. Get the net. See, they're getting better. I'm gonna stay down. Oh no! A little disease on him. And he's been caught before. See, he's not the smartest fish. But we're doing all right. I don't know what that disease you got going on is, but hopefully this video camera is getting some good video of this. See that disease? What's going on there? Settle down. Settle down. He's doing that little sway. Like he was about to flop for his life. Can't blame him. Yeah. Don't know what I was saying before that. Oh shit. I'm gonna tell y'all that was a fish, but really I probably just came over a treetop. And I'll move here in a bit. I don't have a whole lot of watermarks. Joe Pool's only 6,000 acres, but I'll run down to the Cedar Hillside and see if I can run the same pattern. But Joe Pool's so small, this is actually a very unique bank because there's actually the chunk rock, the trees that come all the way in, and it's got the hard bottom. There's not really another area that incorporates all three of those things. There's other banks that got plenty of trees. There's stumps all over this lake. Not really any grass. You might find clumps here and there. But this is the only one that actually incorporates the rock that I've found. Maybe there's some sneakier places in Joe Pool that I haven't found yet. But like I said, it's only 6,000 acres. I've pretty much run the entire thing. Pulling a stick. So I can't imagine. There's, if you watch Bill Wilcox, he runs Walnut Creek. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of luck back there. I pin up a lot of fish, but there is stumps everywhere. And it's great, but every time I go back there and hook fish, they always pin me up and shake me off, and it's just heartbreak after heartbreak. So I stopped going down there just because the bite is pretty rough when the water's dirty. Oh, that was a fish, maybe. Pretty rough when the water's dirty, so I got tired of my emotions being played with back there every time I think I'd catch a fish. That's the same thing with this little cove right here. If you watched me earlier, I just passed right by it. I don't care for it. You see the bass. I have even gone back there probably a month and a half ago, and there's a flat, like a shelf, and I watched them just cruising the bank during like pre-spawn, and I'm assuming they were moving up, but I just never had luck even sight fishing them. They just didn't care for anything, so I generally don't even mess with this, and you would think with all those stick-ups that it would be a hungry area, and I just don't have either the talent or the luck to get anything back there. But this bank here that I just ran, well, twice now, always produces. I mean, you can fill out a tournament limit there in 30 minutes on a good day. I mean, shoot, I ran it twice, and that was 6 or 7 fish, you know, from this corner all the way to the end. And I don't get too creative. I just run with a crankbait. I wait until I can I'll throw a crankbait and spinnerbait, depending on the day and the sun. But whatever they hit first, I just keep throwing it. And like I said, if I can get 3, there's my pattern, and I run with that. Unfortunately, like I said, for Joe Pool, I haven't been able to develop a pattern that I can run the entire lake with. And I have way more luck out here on moving baits than anything. So if you go into that little stump city that you always see everybody fishing, and you're just pitching those trees, sure, target-rich environment, but you can't differentiate the differences between one and the other if you actually do catch a fish over there. So it's pretty slim pickings. Pro tip, take leaves off your treble hooks. Get that one for free. That's a better fish. Oh! I really hope you saw that. He was a little bit better. He wasn't a big fish. Dang biggin. So speaking of, let's just go ahead and not have that happen again. Stupid. Oh! Daggone. Lose a fish every time I come out here. At least one. Elusive little bass turds. Is that a dead duck? Which one of you hillbillies came out here and shot this thing and just left it? Oh, that's not even a duck. That's a baby pterodactyl. Weird. Oh, God. Dang biggin. Stay pinned up. Stay pinned up. Dang. That's a better fish. He hit it, I guess, right as it landed. And I don't even know if this is going to be on the camera. But he got me pinned up in that tree, and luckily he busted himself loose. Shoot. It's a mess right now.
sloppy. Well, good job, idiot. You done hooked yourself in the side. Oh no. All that work for that little guy. You gotta be kidding me. But better than nothing. Oh, why did I read you all the way up? Tell me I'm stupid.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Ew, you put your fin on my toe. Dang, big one. Bigger. Oh, bigger. That ain't bad. Wow. What the hell? Ooh. S. They are barely getting that. That last one was skin hook. I bent that hook back, thank God. That last one was definitely spawned out, but I just threw her on the tip real quick. Might have still been a 4-pounder. Also didn't look too healthy. It was pretty beat up on the mouth. Almost looked like it had some little parasites or something. Now, that's the second or third fish today that kind of looks like that. It's a little bit concerning that the fish's health doesn't seem to be all too great up here. And we're on the Cedar Hillside now. This is the first time I've ever fished this bank. I don't even know if you can hear me. I took the mic out, so I had to take the mic out to charge the camera. Dink! Oh, he might shake me off. Settle down, little buddy. Lively, lively. I am slaying it on this bank. That's a good tournament fish. Yeah. Dang, that's not a bad little tournament fish for Joe Poole. Told you this is slot weight. I don't know what kind of day I had. Damn. I haven't been out here but maybe 3 hours. I got the boat sitting anywhere between 4 to 8 feet. When I passed that plain beach looking area, I noticed that I was running into stumps, so I backed out in between 4 to 8 feet. When I was over there, I was sitting mostly in like 6.5. And I just kept bumping those stumps, and they were coming after it. They would hit it, and they would come back after it. So it was, I mean, they're definitely pursuing it. But originally, when I turned that corner, I was real close in, and I was probably sitting in 4 foot of water, throwing up to 2-3 feet, and I was getting strikes, but not as many, obviously, as you've seen in the last 10-15 minutes. I've boated maybe 4 fish. Almost seems like it was every other cast there for a while. Because normally I would have passed right past the beachy bank, but luckily right as I got to it, I caught that. I mean, decent 3.5-4 pounder. I decided to go with that, and that's when I backed off. Part of the reason was I saw fish jumping out here. It sounded like chamois. This is good because I needed some new water on this lake. I don't have the rocks that I was talking about, but there's enough here that they're sitting here. Another one. Blue? It's not a fish, it's a stick. Don't worry about it. Dang, big one. caught half a damn tree. Had me fooled. I swear that SLB was fighting. Water break. Check and see what kind of footage we got. Oh, that was stupid. And it's back on. And we got a catfish, my least favorite thing in the world. Nasty little. Sorry. When they croak, it absolutely disgusts me. Good, how are you?
Good?
What's that?
Any good?
Oh yeah, actually today was a really good day. I probably caught 15, which is good for me. It may not be good for somebody else, but that's a pretty good day for me.
I only caught two.
Oh really?
I don't know what kind of bait did you use.
I was using a crankbait all day.
Yeah?
Yeah, just that square bill crankbait. I threw some other stuff, but it was no luck, so I stuck with that.
You mean that one right there?
Yeah, that little
Oh.
chartreuse one.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm using the wrong one.
Yeah, it depends. This lake can be pretty tough, but when you figure out what they want,
Yeah.
it gets pretty good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's not recording now.
Oh, you're not recording?
Here. Where's my phone? Get my phone.
baby. Hey, baby. Hey. Oh, oh. Hey, girl. All right. Let's go inside. Help. Help me.
Press off. Recording.
Snap. Oh my God.